The news is in. Calgary is Canada's real estate bright spot. The November real estate data is in, and we are showing continued strength, security, and have been nearly completely spared from the national housing price crash concerns. Tune in to this month's update to learn more. Now, lately, if you're scouring your favorite news sources, you'll be sure to find articles such as this. Special report, 5 top towns for real estate investors in 2023. It's job-generating, affordable Calgary that will top our annual list. Or this one, Alberta housing prices are predicted to rise in 2023 as more people move to the province. These areas are about to get pricier. And lastly, beginning of the end for Canada's housing market downturn? Calgary, the exception to the rule. The secret is out. The national news has finally caught up with the times and people are starting to take notice. It all breaks down to this. Among this continued market shift hitting North America, Calgary, is proving to be the one place that could avoid all of it. Not only that, it's more likely we will see an increase in prices in 2023 versus any chance of a downward slide. So what we know is this. Interest rates at their new highs are here to stay, and they're staying for a while. We may bounce up a little bit in light of the December 7th upcoming rate news, and we may come down a little at the back half of 2023. But more or less, what you see is what you're going to get for the foreseeable future. And Canadians, we're now getting accustomed to it. Real estate deals happen because life continues to happen despite all the changes to the global economy, rate changes, stock market swings, etc. See, babies continue to be born. Kids graduate high school and college daily. Marriages happen, deaths happen, divorce happens, investment happens, retirement happens, etc., etc., etc. So real estate will no doubt continue to be traded just as often as it ever was. And for us in the greater Calgary, we have more people simply choosing to do life here than ever before. And this trend isn't slowing down for a long time. Now couple this with the latest news. Lowest inventory we've had since 2005. And here's the kicker. Our greater Calgary population was only at 1,056,000 then. Now it's around 1.6 million plus. This means we've added 50% to our population, and our inventory levels right now equal that of a market with 600,000 less people. So the inventory story isn't just that we are low, it's that we're incredibly low, especially when we compare to our population growth and those needs. Sales are down from last year for sure. The data shows 20% from last November, but sales are still flying high at 12% over our recent 10-year average. But there is another story brewing here yet to be talked about. Now, as our sales pull back at this present time, while interest rates have risen as quickly as they have, along with while net migration and overall immigration is ballooning at all-time highs to our city, what do you think tends to happen? Well, we have a huge portion of people stepping into the rental pool, driving rents up to new highs, and we're seeing that right now. But as people take a moment to assess or take a moment to get used to the new city that they just moved to, they are in essence preparing to make a home ownership decision. As people get settled and as rates begin to flatline or slightly decrease in the year to come, this will send sky-high demand into our market, driving another spike in housing prices. Now, the third thing among this is this: our benchmark sales pricing has nearly held from our 2022 crazy peak. Yes, despite all these changes, the only market that's seen a little price change is the detached market, down about 4% from our March-April high. All other property types have either seen flatlining or a slight increase in its value. If you're a homeowner listening to this, you can rest your weary head in confidence that your equity hasn't eroded nearly at all, and your real estate has been the best asset to hold while the world continues to shakes and shudders here a little bit. So as a result, here on December 5th, as I record this, I'm going to plant a flag on this update. Something I really rarely do, fully stick my neck out and say right now is our bottom. December's numbers, as they always do, will be very light, which means not a lot of sales, and we will see another massive reduction in inventory, probably to levels we've never really seen since the turn of the century. This, despite being the slowest part of the year, will keep pricing flat, not declining. And then, as we open up back in January onward, Greater Calgary will see a rise in its pent-up demand. Buyers will come off the fence as life plans start to take fold, and we will see 2023 drive a pretty significant year-over-year price increase once again. Just as our data just showed, be 9% plus, or in other words, an extra 50K plus per household, give or take. So what does all this mean? Well, right here, right now, in December, will be the best prices you will ever see in Calgary housing market. So if you can grab a deal, go for it, do it with confidence. Some builders have gotten a little antsy as sales have started to slow because, well, they have the true costs now on the table. They have staffing, payroll, overhead, lending costs, debt on their nearly completed projects they've invested in, for which they need to get rid of. So to keep their machine rolling, it's quite likely you'll see a little give from them right now. But I predict that will go away very quickly as we roll past Christmas and the holidays and we fully awaken into the new year. So that's really it for today. I felt there was no point hitting you with all the dirty details from our stats. The story I've just painted is the most important thing for you as you look to make your real estate plans and decisions. As always, this is an overall summary, not advice to be taken for each satellite market, each price point, or property style. Be sure you do consult with your agent to build your strategy off the backs of this overall message today. If you need somebody who can do this, well, reach out and we'll hook you up with a specialist from our ever-growing group of over 90 agents. So with that, as always, thank you for watching. Please pass this along to whoever needs to hear this. And I can't forget, it's happy holidays, and I hope you have an incredible month of December. See you in the new year.